Right. Great. Thank you. Okay, so donor mapping, the beauty of like doing this work is like we definitely help non-profit companies and international development organizations as well as the grassroots NGOs connect with institutional donors like philanthropies, foundations, and so on. I think particularly because of COVID, actually the donor landscape got completely changed. Actually, it got changed to a large extent. It's a shrinking funding landscape, but there are also opportunities, and how your organization can tap into those opportunities. We have an expert team. Actually, they can guide you. They can help you connect with fundraising new opportunities and as well as the conventional opportunities, right? So we get to see that usually there are call for proposals, there are unsolicited funding opportunities. So how you can be an opportunist, how you can tap into those potential and full opportunities. I think we are here to guide you, to serve you, to inspire you, to help you write bids and so on. And the beauty of doing this donor mapping on a regular basis, that we know actually what the potential donors actually, what are their key priorities, what kind of actually interventions they prefer. So we can guide you. And we have quite a healthy track record. So I can see here somebody is asking us who are our existing client base. Okay, Mr. Rof from ADPC Bangladesh is actually asking this question. Obviously, like our client base is it's quite diversified, and at this point in time, we have a number of clients based in Europe, in the Middle East, in Africa, in to certain extent North America and South America. But if I give you some of the names, for example, Human Aid, 13 Rivers Trust, and I think we have also collaboration with a number of other NGOs. Actually, as like, they are based in the UK as well as in the Middle East. And Barney and James and Kathleen, why don't you give us a snapshot of our current portfolio so that the audience get an idea? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, does anyone want to go first? Or?
You go. Sorry, I'm always cutting over. You go.
No, that's quite all right. So sure, existing client portfolio. Well, I suppose if you mean by that sort of who it is we generally try to help, and who it is we have helped in the past. Once again, I can sort of reiterate some of the stuff I said earlier. You know, our portfolio tends to be a very diverse one. We've helped private organisations. We've helped NGOs, both small scale and medium scale, larger scale as well. And once more, we've helped organisations from all over the world. We have a particular, a lot of our, how should we say, initial clients that we helped sort of came from sort of located primarily in the global south and sort of Southeast Asia in particular. But since then we've very much gone on to expand our horizons. So yeah, it's well, I can give you a few statistics in terms of sort of our portfolio, our clients. I mean, just to give you a time frame on this, since 2016, we've worked with sort of multiple different private companies and non-profits around the globe, and we've secured, substantial funds for each. I'd say I'd wager to say we secured thousands in terms of funding for these organisations around the world. Again, whether NGOs or private. So yes, I might pass this over to my colleagues in a moment, see if they can provide any more insights. But ultimately, I'll just go back to what I said at the start. I'll just reiterate this point that,
as James alluded to there, yeah, so we work with a wide range of clients across a number of different areas. So our main focus is really trying to support small and medium-sized enterprises or charities, and trying to help them grow and reach organisational sustainability, achieve institutional grant success as well, and then moving into the services we mentioned earlier in terms of CSR and copywriting as well, and really helping on those areas. So, I mean, some examples of the clients that we've worked with in the past. So currently we're helping to support Human Aid and Global One sort of on their projects, and helping to really try and push them, support them in trying to achieve grant writing success and success in other areas as well. The Bahu Trust as well, and 13 Rivers Trust, so we're supporting them as well. So a number of UK-based charities supporting projects abroad in a number of different thematic areas as well. So, for example, I think everyone's alluded, so Catherine alluded to this area as well. So we help clients based on WASH programs, on food security as well, emergency support, health programs, all kinds of different areas across international development as well. So yeah, in terms of existing client portfolio, those are kind of some of the current clients that we're dealing with, but we're always looking for new clients as well, and to really build the portfolio and try and get a really wide range of, as you know, we love anyone to join on board as well. So we're really always looking for new clients, and anyone who would like support, we'd really love to come forward as well. So yeah, and then I've just seen, Rove, your question as well on any thematic priority on our part, or can we offer expertise pretty much for every developmental area? So I think we can offer expertise in quite a few different areas, to be honest. I don't think there's any one specific area that we just focus on mainly. I think we offer experience across a number of different areas. And I'll pass this over to Mostafijur in a minute as well. We'll be able to talk a lot more about it. But I think, yeah, as I just said there, so in terms of projects, for example, that we try and secure institutional funding for. So yeah, we try and do that. Well, we look for funding for our clients across a number of different areas. So in WASH, health, food security, emergency support, capacity building, excuse me, sustainability and environment practices as well. And then, yeah, so across a number of themes like that. And across, yeah, a number of different, across each of the different services, we do that as well. So like Catherine said, we're looking at a number of the different themes and different locations for donor mapping based on what our clients are looking for as well. So essentially a lot based on what the client's looking for, and what your organisations are looking for, that we truly try and help to support as well. But yeah, so Mostafijur, I don't know if you wanted to add anything more on that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
The themes, there's no theme that comes through more frequent than any other. They're so spread apart. Every day there's different requests for different themes, and they're all based in the projects we run in different parts of the world. There's no specific theme, no specific area. What are the different donors so far? The list of donors, I guess, it's quite extensive to list them off. It's not really us that secures the grants either. It would be the charity, because although we give you the list of donors and the grant, if you wanted us to help you with the grant writing, it wouldn't be on our behalf. And although it's nice to know if the charity did succeed and they did get the grant, it's not a necessity for us to know if we did secure it at the same time.
Suppose the audience actually who asked the question, he got the answer, and Islamic Relief Australia and Global One, they are like our current two very important clients. And in addition to that, we also support the UK government on some fronts, and some of the services you guys have mentioned. In addition to that, like needs assessment surveys, baseline surveys, proposal development, budget development, due diligence, safeguarding and child protection, risk management framework, beneficiary profiling and assessment, safety and security, development of new interventions, so product development, marketing and communications donor mapping. We have already highlighted, as well as copywriting. These are some of the priority services that we tend to offer to our clients. And we also have extensive program around our research and innovation portfolio, and we are also trying to work on ready-made garments industry for occupational health and safety. And please do visit our webpage. Our flagship services and narratives are already there. In addition to that, like our broad-based services actually are also mentioned in our brochure. You can download the brochure, and if you have further questions, we are very open. Please get in touch. And moving on now to organization development very quickly, and we are conscious about the time. Barney, would you like to take us through organizational development section?
Yeah, in terms of organizational development, yeah, I mean, it kind of combines a lot of the different aspects together in a way. So I think in a way you could say organizational development kind of is a mixture of all the things that we've been talking about. So for example, having strong copywriting, strong CSR policy, donor mapping, and grant writing as well, and to bring those together to be able to develop. But then I think we actually at McAndrew Leadership are really keen to help your organization specifically focus on development as well, and have a specific service just actually focusing on it, rather than just sort of saying there are lots of different aspects that contribute towards it, and we're going to and obviously we'll provide a service for each of those. We actually also have a service as well as that, just specifically focused on it, to become the most impactful organization, to be a really impactful organization for the people that you're supporting, and for the people that work for you as well. So we've got real expertise in organizational development as well. So especially Mostafijur as well, our CEO, and Saif, our founder as well, both have really good expertise in organizational development and in helping organizations to really enhance their operations and become more impactful. And yeah, they're obviously passing that down throughout the organization, our organization as well, so we can really help you with advice and guidance on that as well. So basically what our organizational development really focuses around is basically helping your NGO really develop a really strong foundation, just so you can really focus in on the work that you want to do and the support that you want to provide. So that could be on a number of themes. So it could be on fundraising, could be on program development, could be on general operations, could be on systems and logistics. And yeah, so we provide advice and guidance on each of those areas to help you operate really well every day. So on a day-to-day basis, but then also more broadly looking at the broader picture to see what are the key areas that you need to develop in. And it's on that note as well, it's really important to state, again, like the copywriting, like the CSR, like the donor mapping as well, it's absolutely tailored around your needs and what you need and what your organization's looking for. So your organization's focus, your niche, your audience, your track record as well. So we can discuss that in a consultation with you as well, just to see what it is that you need, and then base your organizational development path off of that as well. So in terms of specific areas within organizational development that we look at, so as I said before, so fundraising is one of them. So how your organization funds what they want to fund, how we can revolutionize the potential of your organization and really try and see where the potential is for growth and the potential is for you to reach as well, and try and even push past that as well. So we work out how we can do this together, what are the best methods for doing it, what maybe has been preventing you from doing it in the past, and try and get through those blockades as well to try and really push through to reach that dream. So we also provide support with recruitment and selection as well. So for example, on designing and producing exciting and engaging job descriptions, and how to really help motivate your employees as well, in making sure that you're hiring and motivating proactive employees who really want better results for the organization, making sure that you're all part of the same team, trying to work towards the same goal and are really pushing in the same direction as well. And yeah, helping to find really valuable individuals and really good individuals who are really working in line with the company's goals and with your organisation's goals as well, that you want to keep on board, and helping you to locate them within the organisation as well. So in terms of operations as well, so we specifically can support you on business planning, so pointing you in the right direction, and helping really to build the road and the strategy towards where you want to be. So, and part of that is obviously assessing the strengths and weaknesses of your organisation, and doing so in an honest, but then also in a way that we all both know is going to improve your organisation and is for the ultimate good, basically, which is to really help you to develop and to help you reach the goals that you want to achieve as well. And then finally, we can provide support on geographical expansion as well. So looking at where you could build operational bases in different countries and how to expand across different countries, and doing an SDG based needs assessment as well of where your organization can grow to. And then on top of that, obviously we've got the program support as well. So how we can ensure that we can strengthen your programs department in terms of what staff are working towards, what partners you work with, the strategy you're working on, monitoring and evaluation processes you have as well. So it's really helping you to achieve in those 4 areas as well, and to make your programs department really stand out. And I guess that's the aim actually of the organisational development service that we provide as well, is to help your organisation stand out in those few areas as well, and to really help you push forward to achieve your goals in those areas, and to help you even exceed those as well, and achieve things that you weren't originally planning to, but will help get your organisation in a better place, sustainability wise and development wise as well. So yeah, that's the really good services that we can provide at McAndrew, that all our staff are really keen to provide in terms of organisational development as well. Yeah, so that's kind of the roundup of the services we provide there as well.
Thanks, Barney. It's very useful. Well, one important point. It might sound cheesy, cliche. I think it doesn't matter what kind of organization, for profit or non-profit, you are representing. It's quite often like we get to see that, for example, the CEO, managing director, or people sitting at the top, like they are quite charismatic. They have all the leadership skills, but they don't have any succession planning in place. What will happen if the CEO is gone, the managing director, even the program manager is gone, who is very capable, right? And who is next? So our company, we have a very specialized service, actually, in order for you to draw that succession planning put in place well in advance. Also create a next level of leaders in the organization, and also foster a leadership and high performing culture, actually, not only from the HR front, also how to increase the productivity. We have actually a number of training program in relation to that, also mentoring, coaching services. And our chairperson, like at this point in time, he's also guiding a number of organizations, CEO, top management, one-on-one. I think these are the services you can also explore going forward. And basically, 5 or 6 of us today, you get to see this is not the entire picture of the organization. We have a lot more colleagues who are quite expert in their respective areas, and I'm sure like they can't wait to join and serve you going forward. So now moving on to institutional grant writing. I'll say a few words on that very quickly, and guys, you can also actually add as appropriate. Well, you see, grant writing, this is a skill just like copywriting. It doesn't matter whether you are English, you speak Arabic, Hindi, or Bangla, you name it. But in order for you to write top class grant, you should be able to learn the art of grant writing. I think it's a different, I should not say it's not impossible, but it's a different kind of skill set, where McAndrew Leadership, over the years, we have successfully we have been writing grants for our clients, and we have helped a number of NGOs, INGOs around the world to secure substantial grants. And because of what? Because of our expertise in grant writing. And some of the current clients that we have mentioned, actually we have been regularly writing grants for them, and we are very happy, open to explore that grant writing opportunity, collaborative approach with you going forward. For example, we have number of clients, those are working with us on a retainer fee basis, and we also work risk basis. For example, like if any of the grant writing any of the bids get successful, like we, as per our commitment agreement, actually we share, we enjoy the revenue. And we actually also take part in the consortium, and please feel free to explore those options with us if you want to seek for grant writing support from us. And I think and we have been doing as Catherine mentioning, she was mentioning about donor mapping. Since we have been doing donor mapping and starting from the global south, north, and basically around the world, and not only for the institutional donors, conventional donors, also for new philanthropies, corporate foundations. I think we have basically the intel, because we have I think 4 or 5 dedicated people, those who are exclusively doing research on finding new intel information, and those are really useful. And we know that one size doesn't fit all, but given your need, your capacity, your track record, we can help you do your donor mapping. Because of course, like for example, there is an opportunity from European Union, and being relatively a new INGO or new NGO who doesn't have track record, actually it doesn't matter how good your proposal is. I think if you don't do the proposal risk assessment or analysis first, due diligence first, I think it becomes very difficult for organization to tap into those fundraising opportunities. So our team is there. They will inspire you, help you, guide you, support you going forward. So the bottom line is, if you want to take very efficient, professional, institutional grant writing support, please feel free to reach out. We are here to take your fundraising to the next level. Thank you. Now moving on, I think before I move on to the last bit, training, any other points from our distinguished colleagues?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to add to that on proposal writing as well. So again, sort of what we were saying before, sort of on the areas we provide support on as well, it's to a wide range of themes. So I mentioned the themes earlier in terms of health, WASH, food security, and emergency help. Emergency support as well, in a number of locations around the world. So for charities that are working in Asia, so in Southeast Asia, in Africa, and the Middle East as well. So support, if you're looking for support or proposal writing on any sort of areas like that, or just any areas at all, then really feel free to approach us on anything, and we'll be absolutely happy to help as well. Because yeah, we're really keen to help any charity that needs support with that as well. So yeah, we're absolutely across a number of locations and themes and everything like that as well. So feel free to reach out to us at any time.
Brilliant. Thank you. So I get to see another question. We really like getting those questions from Mr. Rauf Mohammed Abdur. Did you try to transfer those expertise to your clients, like teaching them how to fish rather than give a fish for dinner? Wow. I think it's Mr. Rauf, it resonates with our business actually strategy, the way we engage with our clients. Basically, we don't want them to enjoy a fish for a meal, rather we want to learn them the art of the technique of how to catch fish, so that they can enjoy their livelihoods like as much as they can. So let me give you one example. When we come across any new client, those who want for grant writing support, bid writing support, institutional grant writing, proposal writing, actually whatever you name it, basically we want to see what is their track record, what is their relationship with the donor, and what kind of programs are in place, who are their partners, and so on. So based on that, basically we actually help them develop their strategic framework, their business plan, their work plan, their partnership framework, their marketing and communication strategy, their M&E system, and so on. So the reason why we also support them, because these are interrelated. For example, if you don't have the track record, I think it's not going to help. Like no matter like how good your proposal is, if you don't have the right kind of partners in your proposed consortium, it's not going to help. Do we have the right kind of relationship? Do you foster the right kind of relationship with the donors? So we also actually support our clients on those fronts. Basically, our aim is very straightforward. We would like to help our clients to enjoy the benefit of seeing a systemic change within their organization instead of just looking for jumping for new funding and opportunity. Because once you are prepared, you can attract the opportunities like a magnet. There are cases in the charity sectors that organizations, they receive funding from donors, but they are not able to burn those funds. They are not able to demonstrate quality programming. So it doesn't help build their track record, and it actually damages their reputation. They run the risk of reputational damage. And so we help, we guide, we mentor, we coach, and we also, for example, the other day we were giving a basic monitoring and evaluation training to one of our clients for one of their newly launched projects, because we thought it's very important for them to get acquainted with the basic M&E framework, like so that they can take care of the project, they can track and monitor the project. So if we see, I think some partners have an issue with partnerships, with communication, with project design, with implementation, we guide them. So obviously the idea is to help them strengthen their track record, their implementation capacity, their monitoring and evaluation framework, and partnership framework, their business plan, and so on, so that they actually, as an organization, they become a credible entity within the competitive market landscape. And afterwards, I think once they are ready, I think it's not something which is going to happen overnight, but this is something that I think a roadmap where McAndrew Leadership keep on guiding our clients, like so that like they can secure more grants. I think instead of just ad hoc or some fundraising success. I think once they're ready, I think they can attract more funding. This is how actually we keep on supporting our client. I hope it helps. I think just a quick follow-up question, if you may allow, from your assessment, how cost-effective you think your services are, any comparison with other industry players? Yeah, thank you. It's a great question, Mr. Rowe, for asking this question. We are very cost-effective. We are quite efficient, and basically our motto is put service first, and money will take care of itself. I think if you happen to see in the landscape, those who are I don't call competitors, but those who are providing similar services, they tend to charge more, but we really tend to usually offer a very like reasonable price, and there are occasions where actually our prime objective is not to look at the price, and if we see in case the potential client is not able to provide us with I think the standard price, like we negotiate with them, and obviously we take their situation into account, and based on that we start serving them. So here the service actually that is our first motto, and actually there is hardly any instance where we had any issue while negotiating with our new clients or existing clients because of our fixed price. I think we are quite flexible, but we are agile, and we are committed to ensure our service excellence. Thank you. Now moving on to training.
Can I just
sure.
Yeah, just before we move on to our final section, I'm afraid I'll have to leave the call now. I'm afraid I've got a commitment at 6, so I'm going to have to rush off. Of course, we intended this would be an hour and a half initially, but it's been so great to receive all these questions. It's been great that I've been able to keep going with it, and that's fantastic to be a part of this today. But unfortunately, that does mean I have to leave the event early. So I'll love you and leave you, and I'll just say to the people watching at the moment, thank you very much for taking part in this interactive event today. Thank you for asking your questions. Thank you for taking an interest in our services, in our company, in our movement. And yes, I just like to reiterate, McAndrew Leadership, we're always here to help, wherever you are, wherever you come from, whichever company it is or organisation it is that you are a part of. Again, whether private company, private business, or non-profit NGO, by all means, get in touch, reach out to us. We're here to help. So with that being said, I'll leave you in the hands of my capable colleagues, and I'll bow out for now. I'll say goodbye. So thank you very much for everyone for tuning in. All right.
Thank you very much for your great effort, James.
All right.
Much
All right.
appreciated.
Bye now. Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So before we go, I think one of the most attractive, exciting service that we offer, that is our training and development program. We have a wonderful, like, a group of very skilled trainers, resource persons, those who can cater to your specific need. They can customize different types of training program, both for the corporates, private sector companies, multinational companies, as well as charity sectors. And there is a saying coming from Spartan warriors: those who spend more time in training bleed less in war. And we would like to remind you one more very interesting quotation coming from Muhammad Ali, the great boxing champion. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit, suffer now, and enjoy the rest of your life as a champion. Isn't it beautiful? It is. So from McAndrew Leadership, actually, some of the training programs that we run, I think this is not an exhaustive list, but I can quickly tell you those names: team building, change management, sales mastery, unpick your inner hero, advanced managerial leadership. I think we have train the trainers course, customer service, client care, communication basic to advanced. We have training program around business development, even copywriting. We have training on that as well. We do copywriting. We also provide training on copywriting. We give training on donor mapping, organization development, institutional grant writing, leadership insights, and learn the Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Margaret Thatcher, and Winston Churchill way, and also the McAndrew way, Brian McAndrew, where the inspiration came. Basically, the aspect of servant leadership, which the values that we are actually driven by, we are inspired by, we try to demonstrate in our day-to-day work. I think we can also help you learn that model through different types of training and leadership program. And we have one program called Mentor Me Saif. Our chairperson, he has been actually guiding, supporting, coaching, and mentoring a number of even CEOs, current CEOs, both from the corporates and charity sectors at this point in time. And he has been doing it a lot in the past as well. And we have also some other colleagues, including myself, who has been doing it. And we have this program called Mentor Me Saif as well. And headhunting, recruitment, embracing the SDGs, digital marketing, social business, the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment, unorthodox business mastery. I think we are like gladiators in this world now, and there are new opportunities. The old ways are stopped to a large extent. How to tap into those new opportunities? We have training and development programs around that, and also on occupational health and safety, project cycle management, monitoring and evaluation, and so on. So you name it, we have actually number of areas that we train on. Just a quick follow-up question you may allow. From your self-assessment, how cost-effective you think your services are? Do you have standardized course that you run on a regular basis, or these are mostly customized training catering to the specific needs of the clients? I think this is a great question. Yeah, we have both actually. We have standardized courses as well as customized training, because we see, like, you see, we have such amazing group of trainers, facilitators, resource persons. I think, you know, starting from corporate social responsibility, high performing team management, how to unleash your leadership potential, elite performance. So we have business mastery, we have those top like rated training programs, and also for the corporates, for the development sectors, we have number of training programs, and we're also happy to cater to your specific needs as you have highlighted. So thank you very much. This is all about our training from my side. Barney and Catherine, would you like to add more?
Just checking I wasn't on mute. Yeah, I think the training that we do, so the services that we offer, like I said about the donor mapping, it's, although we give you the donor maps, we give you the donors, it's a sustainable way, as because like I said, we give you them and you can keep using them. You can see recommendations of who they've previously funded as well. Again, with the copywriting, if you wanted, we could do the copywriting for you. You could give us the details, we'll do it for you, give it to you. But it can be that, if it goes back to the question that we've had about teaching how to fish rather than giving a fish for dinner, it's up to you. We can do it for you, or sustainable way of doing it is we can teach you what we know, and then you can do that then again for yourselves in the future. So yeah, I guess it's, if you're stuck on time, we'll do it for you. If you're starting out from the beginning, you want to know how to get your foot in the door and how to build upon that, then yeah, we can teach you what we know. We've got teams across different sections, different services. We've got the experts, and they'll be more than willing to train what they know and make that specific to your, customize it to your organisation. Or again, then we've got the standardized courses that you can use. Yeah, it works either way. It's up to you, whichever one best suits you and where you're at with your organisation.
Great. Yeah. Barney, anything from your side?
Yeah, I mean, I think you both said it really well in terms of how, the specific, we offer, really specific trainings cater to your to organisations' needs. And then so to relate it, I suppose, to for example, to the proposal writing process, and to institutional grant writing. So we provided sort of specific training within that as well. So each of the services we've talked about today, we can provide very specific trainings within those services as well. So for example, on proposal writing or institutional grant writing, we can provide specific training on budgeting, and so how to prepare budgets for proposal submission, on monitoring and evaluation as well. So on what each of those are and how to conduct those effectively, and defining your indicators and things like that as well. So yeah, I think there's a really good mix of trainings that are really specific within the services that we provide, or specifically on the services we provide, or just more general ones that are outside of those. Or just ones that specifically that your organisation would benefit from as well. So honestly, if there's absolutely any sort of training that you need, then feel free to approach us, and I'm absolutely sure that we can cover it as well on each of those different areas.
Yeah, thank you. And we have also some very interesting training design for people who are so-called elderly, mature, senior. I think in a social context like ours, people tend to retire at after certain age, and we believe that the word retirement should be retired. I think I think you may join us to enjoy one of our customized training programs, irrespective of what's happening in your lives. Surely we believe the best investment you can make is in yourself, and you are never too late to start over. You always can enrich yourself and let your talents shine. You deserve a first-class life. So basically, we have a very interesting training, for example, called a fresh start or redesign. This is a training comprised of number of dimensions of life. For example, your internal life, your education, lifelong learning dimension of education, lifelong learning, another dimension called your fitness, your family life and friends, your communications, your occupation work, your economic independence, your circle of genius or masterminds, your adventure, fun and experience, and your first class influence, impact, and legacy. So how you can design that standard so-called world-class or first-class life. We have a very interesting training program on that as well. So the idea is to make sure that it doesn't matter whether you represent a for-profit company, how you can increase the productivity of your company. We have tailor-made training on that. And if you are running a charity organization, how you can sort of ensure that your programs are well designed and your proper M&E system is in place. You ensure quality programs, and also you it increases your credibility, your track record. I think we are happy to support you. And on the other hand, we have excellent, just to reiterate, leadership management development program where so-called theory are not taught. Rather, we take you through some extensive leadership programs where our regular coach and guides, they will keep on guiding you so that you not only remain inspired, you also start believing in your capacity, and in the process you also get acquainted with new capabilities, new tools, even technology, so that you can unleash your potential. I think these are some of the salient features of our training program. I get to see another question as an after effect of COVID. Most of the international grant money are now being shuffled, and along with the shrinking of the size of the pie. So if you can offer a comprehensive donor mapping reflecting the current priorities, many of us will get benefited. Just a thought. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Rauf Mohammed Abdur. Thanks a lot. I think this is exactly what our team is doing. As you mentioned in the past, that a moment ago, that we have at least 4 or 5 people just exclusively doing research, helping build capacity of our clients as well as ourselves, like how we can get acquainted ourselves with the new intel, new insights, new information from donor, because the COVID has changed the landscape as well as the new opportunities are there, how we can tap into those opportunities. Are you ready to explore that different mindset, to explore those opportunities? I think our expert team keep on guiding our clients, and I think whereas because of COVID, many of the organizations are struggling. Our clients, if you get to talk to some of our clients, you will see that their fundraising success, I think, is really good. They are securing grants, but obviously the way you see the shrinking funding landscape as opposed to other organizations, our clients are doing a much better job because of our very highly professional expert guidance. And I think yes, the answer is yes. We are aware of that shrinking landscape, and we are also trying to exploit how best we can do it. We are thinking on a regular basis. We are discussing ourselves, guiding our team, and I suppose we have I think we have done a much better job as opposed to others. But of course, we have a long way to go, because this landscape has brought a lot of challenges as well as new opportunities. But we are focusing on exploiting those opportunities. But the key word is here: update priorities. Obviously, updated priorities. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. We really appreciate your time, your precious comments, your suggestions. These are very well appreciated, and we try to the best of our ability to keep you informed about our team, our services, how we can collaborate going forward. I think this is just the beginning, and I'm sure you might have some more questions. Please feel free to get in touch, and hopefully we'll get a chance to meet in future and collaborate going forward. So any last word from you guys, Barney and Catherine?
I guess it's just although if anyone couldn't make the video today, wasn't able to get involved, it'll be posted back onto the page, onto the Facebook page for people to rewatch later, and the comments will be open again. So if anybody does have questions, we can still answer them. So ask away.
Thanks. Barney.
Awesome. Yeah, I think, yeah, just thank you for turning up today. I hope it's been useful for everyone as well. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, again, if you have any questions, then feel free to reach out to any of us. Check out our website as well. It's got all the services written down there in loads of detail. Got our contact details as well. If you want to ask any question at all, we'll be really happy to answer at any time. And a quick shout as well to follow us on social media as well. So we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube as well. So the video we put up on YouTube, this live stream we put up on YouTube. So if you wanted to watch it back through again and see out some of our answers for any information on services, then feel free to check it out. But yeah, thanks so much for joining as well. I've really enjoyed it as well. It's been nice to introduce ourselves through a live stream as well. So hopefully we'll do another one soon for sure.
Thank you. It was a pleasure and honor being able to introduce ourselves, our services, and what are the ways that we can collaborate. And most importantly, please remember, we don't lead, we empower. Thank you.